Hi, my name's Matt, and this short video is about writing effective PI objectives. Before we get into that, I will just say this video does not deal with the scoring of the PI objectives or their tracking throughout a PI. PI objectives are something which are written by the teams during PI planning, and this video specifically talks about how we can craft those items. Without further ado, let's get into how to write them. When Agile teams come together for PI planning, one of the most important outcomes is a clear set of PI objectives. These aren't just a to-do list, they are a powerful tool for alignment, communication, and delivery. So, what exactly are PI objectives, and how do we write them effectively? PI objectives are short-term goals that summarise the business and technical intent of your team for the upcoming program increment. They can be committed, goals your team fully intends to deliver, or uncommitted, which are more uncertain but still part of the plan. Here's why they matter. They provide a common language between teams and stakeholders. They align the team's focus with business outcomes, not just features. They help the Agile release train track progress through predictability measures, and they uncover dependencies and coordination needs early. During PI planning, teams break down features into stories, assess capacity, and then distill that work into 7 to 10 concise PI objectives, plus 2 or 3 uncommitted ones if needed. It's not about listing every task, it's about capturing intent and value in language the business can understand. Here's the real test. Can you describe the value of this work in a way that your business owner would immediately recognise? If the answer is no, you probably need to refine the objective. Let's zoom in on what really makes a PI objective effective and actionable. And the key is to make it SMART. That stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. Let's unpack that now. Specific. A specific objective clearly states what is to be done and why. Avoid vague terms like improve, work on, or support. Instead, use clear action verbs and focus on value. Instead of improve login functionality, try implement multi-factor authentication for all user login flows. This tells your stakeholders exactly what to expect. Measurable. Measurable objectives define what success looks like. This doesn't always mean numbers. It could be a yes-no test, completion status, or defined criteria. Instead of enhance onboarding experience, try reduce average onboarding time from 8 minutes to under 5 minutes by streamlining user flow and reducing input steps. Now you have a clear outcome to assess. Achievable. Achievable means the objective is within your team's control and realistic given their knowledge, experience, and the time available. Instead of launch global payment integration with full compliance in 45 days, when the team potentially has never worked with that payment provider, try complete initial integration and compliance review for Stripe payments in US legal entity market only. Break big goals into realistic chunks. Remember, you're planning for one PI, not the whole implementation. Realistic. Realistic means acknowledging known constraints, dependencies, technical debt, team velocity, or risk areas. It avoids the happy path trap. Instead of redesign entire legacy system UI in one PI, try redesign account settings and billing interface using the new design system, prioritizing mobile responsiveness. Here, you are anchoring on value, not trying to boil the ocean. Time-bound. A good PI objective fits within the 10 to 12 week time frame of the PI. It should be scoped so it can be delivered, validated and demoed within that window. Instead of reduce customer churn, try implement churn risk scoring logic in the dashboard by the end of the PI to identify at-risk accounts weekly. Now it's aligned to your cadence and demonstrable at the system demo. So, now we've explained what SMART means, here are a few examples of SMART PI objectives that meet all 5 criteria. Develop and deploy responsive mobile UI for checkout flow, supporting screen sizes down to 320 pixels by end of PI. Here we can see it is specific for the mobile UI for checkout. It is measurable. We can double check on those screen sizes. It's achievable because we've limited the scope. It's realistic because we are focusing on just the checkout flow, and we have time bound it by the PI. Here's another one. Implement real-time instant alerting using PagerDuty for high priority back-end services with 95% of alerts routed in under 5 seconds. Again, we can see the specific and measurable elements, alerting via PagerDuty under 5 seconds. We can assume it's achievable as the team owns the back-end services. It feels realistic because it's focused on high priority only, and again it is time bound, expected within the current PI. Here's a third example. Conduct 3 stakeholder interviews and deliver a research report to validate assumptions about customer onboarding pain points by PI midpoint. Again, this is specific. We're talking about interviews and a report. It's measurable. We've stated that there will be 3 interviews and a deliverable. It's hopefully achievable and realistic. It certainly fits into a PI, if not into potentially one sprint, and we've time bound it to a mid-PI point. SMART objectives transform rough intentions into actionable commitments that support trust, transparency, and traction. So how do we wrap this up? It's simple. PI objectives are alignment tools. They ensure everyone is on the same page with clear expectations. By using the SMART framework, you're not just writing objectives, you're setting your team up for success. Align your intent, deliver with clarity, and make every PI count.